Hello my friends! I told you that this week we were going to have some extra content. So here we are. Well, I feel like we have known each other for a while now, and you already know my intentions. So let's open the book a little bit more, yeah? So today I'm going to talk about how you can prepare to start something like a career. I'll talk mainly in the heart's perspective, but this can be adjusted to other things as well. And yeah, so it's thinking like an entrepreneur, like a freelancer kind of thing, yeah. So if you saw my presentation video, at some point I say that I tried to start an art career a few times already, but I couldn't sustain it, and looking back I can see some things that I should have done better, or that I should have done in another way, or should change now. And with this, the first step is to just do the thing. Actually do art. And what I mean by this is, like in school it is thought that we talk about building a body of work. So it's to expand our portfolio, and yeah, I think that's the main idea, to actually have work. And in college I was a bit all over the place, and because I'm very curious about a lot of things, so I wanted to try a lot of things, and I did absolutely everything that I that I saw and liked. So I ended up with a lot of small bits of something, you know. And we have, like in college we have different classes, so we have limited time to do stuff, so I never really expand too much on things. And yeah, so I ended up with a lot of experimentations, and I did not build a good body of work, that I would feel comfortable sharing or presenting to someone or to some institution. But all that experimentation was important, and for me to expand my horizons and to explore different styles and different materials. And there's a lot of things that I'm going to get back to. So and it was in the right time as well. So you are in school, what do you have to do? You have to learn about things and to explore and to learn about yourself and your work as well. So it was the right time as well. And if you study art, you might hear about creating your own language, and that basically means that your work end up being recognized and related to you when people see it. And yeah, that didn't really work for me, because I'm just too curious about things, and I like to play a lot as well. I like to explore. So yeah, I think if you like one thing or really love one thing or two, and if you want to focus on it, it is a good strategy, and it gives you pleasure. So if it works like that for you, go for it, without a doubt. But for me, it didn't work, and I think that for me, if there is an idea of language in art, I want to be a polyglot. Damn. Well, so summing up. Work, do art, have material to show. And with that, we are going to our second point, which is to show yourself to the world. Put yourself out there, show your work. As you go producing art, also share it with the world, you know, and put yourself out there. And because we live in a privileged time when we talk about sharing stuff and about connecting with other people. We have a thing called internet that I don't know if you know about, and social media as well, and those things did not exist in our parents' time. They are not that old, and they did not have those things, those platforms. And so yeah, in that gets easier for us to share things and to start things, and I think we should consider using them. Yep. But also prepare yourself for some anarchy in there. Sometimes it can be a rough place, so don't let it drag you down. Keep going, and don't give importance to things that aren't important. So share your work and share yourself as well, your personality, and you will start to get noticed. Okay, this is a thing that I'm trying to explore, and on my research for information about the internet, I hear a lot about two aspects, and it is to stay consistent and to be frequent. Okay, so keep consistency and frequency. So this is what I'm trying to do alongside my productivity, and this way you are giving the opportunity to people to see your work and to connect with you and connect with your work, and this way you might end up even creating an audience, and that's really good as well. And yeah, so you kind of like become trusted by others. And yeah, also don't forget about the traditional about the galleries, about the physical space, you know, that's really important as well. We have galleries or art fairs, or even just a booth on the streets, because it is a different connection between people, between the people that are looking at your art. And yeah, from those I only did exhibitions, but I'm really curious about art fairs and stuff like that. but I do not have never had the guts to do it yet. But who knows, someday. And yeah, so if you have an opportunity to participate in any of those things, to do exhibitions or go to art fairs or stuff like that, I think you should consider it, because it is a whole different experience. You can also get some recognition in the art world if you seek it, or if that pleases you. It's not really something that I look for. I want to do exhibitions and stuff like that, but it's not like about the gallery where I exhibit. It's more about the people that live in that place and the people that go see my work. So yeah, I think it's not about the institution or the gallery, it's about the people who's going to see my work. And yeah, I think this is it for the second point. Show your art. If you think about it, you do an art work, then you hide it on the dungeon, in the cave or something, and does it really exist in the world? It exists to you, but if nobody knows about it, you are not living the experience of it, and you will not live the possible outcome from it. So just have no fears, show your work. And with this, we are going straight to the third point, which is, if you want to make a living from arts, you will have to know a little bit about marketing. And this is the subject that I'm struggling the most right now, because it's a new concept for me. It's some new shit that I don't know. I know almost nothing about it, so it's pretty normal, yeah. And yeah, so if you want to live as an artist, I think you should also have kind of an entrepreneur mentality. So you'll have to look inside the business part of it, yeah. And yeah, I need to get more information on this, and so that I can feel more comfortable talking about it. But yeah, I'm working on it, okay? Just give me time. And last but not least, organize your shit. Yeah, organization. Something that I really ignored for a long time. So you have to know what do you want to do. You have to know when you have to do stuff, and you should think about setting some goals, some small goals and big goals as well. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm organizing everything and I set my goals. I think for me it works better when I work more on my smaller goals. So I set them in a realistic way, okay? Be realistic about things, so that I don't feel overwhelmed by them, and so they are short goals as well. They will not get that long to achieve, and this gives me a sense of progression as well and accomplishment. It gives me motivation, and that's one thing that it is really important to me, and I think it's a really important thing for someone that is starting something, because in my opinion the beginning, it's the roughest, the hardest part. I created a schedule as well, where I organized my days and my working hours, because I'm not going to work every time. And yeah, so, and Jordan Peterson talks a little bit about this, that you shouldn't slave yourself with your schedule, you know. You should, he says that you should set up a schedule that, so that you can have the best day possible for you, but not forgetting the responsibilities. So I started to organize things better, and that also helps me with like get my head clearer, so I don't have to remember everything. And well, my head, it's a fucking mess already just by itself. So I don't need any more shit inside of it, you know. And yeah, so that's a way to get better in it, and I think this is it. These are the 4 steps, the 4 steps that I'm focusing right now, and that I feel that are essential to start an art career as an artist. And yeah, so 1, actually do artwork, so that you can show to people what you do, increase your portfolio, and then show it to people. Get yourself out there, show your work to the world. Then, if you are thinking about living as an artist and living from your heart, you might consider get some information about marketing. It might help you in the business side of things, so it might be a good idea, yeah? And then organize your things, organize your stuff, so that you don't get lost in the way. And yeah, but never forget that without the artwork, there's not really a purpose for the other stuff, yeah? So do artwork mainly, never forget that. These are the 4 steps that I'm taking and that I'm trying to execute on the beginning of my journey. These are the things that I believe I should have done better in the past. So yeah, and I follow a few people that helped me to get this information, and so you can check out. Rafi was here, and he's an artist living the artist life. And he seems very genuine about the things that he says, and he talks a lot about art related stuff, but about life as well in general, so you can check him out. And I also follow Ergo Josh, and he's another artist living the artist life, and he's a digital artist, and he's more connected to the social media stuff and the internet stuff, and he seems very educated on the things that he says, and yeah, he's raw as well, and that's a good thing. And he talks about the business of art, and yeah, and you have you have also the Chris Doe with the channel called The Future, and he's a designer with a lot of information, and he wants to help people understand the business side of arts, and he also talks about people's relationships, how to deal with people, and I really like him. I follow him a lot. I hear what he has to say a lot. And as I mentioned before, I also see a few things about Jordan Peterson, and he's a psychologist and a philosopher, and he talks a lot about life and its conditions, and yeah, he's a very interesting person to listen as well. I probably have more people that I follow with good ideas or ideas that can be interesting, but these ones are the ones that I get the most from, and that get the most attention from me as well. And yeah, I will leave the link of their channels on the description, but hey, always remember, analyze what you are hearing and have and see if you identify with it, or if it challenges you in some way, and remember that you don't have to follow everything that people say just because you liked one part of it or another. You can agree in some and disagree in the other stuff. It's okay, yeah. But yeah, be open-minded and analyze what you are receiving. I think this is it for this one. Damn, this was tiring. Jesus. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you get some useful information, or at least an insight of what I'm doing. And yeah, I hope to see you again soon. Hope you have a wonderful day, and bye bye. See you next time.